This is your channel messages for the 1st of March. Ophiuchus, let's go ahead and go into your reading. Before I do that, I was hearing clairaudiently something about the commandments. I'm getting you and a group of people is reading something about the commandments, something about the 10 commandments. Yeah, where's my phone? I don't have it with me. I'm getting some about the commandments, okay? Ophiuchus, the 10 commandments. Are you adding commandments? But I'm getting, yeah, some about the commandments. Let's go ahead and go into your reading. Let's see what your overall message is. So you're definitely dealing with like a Christ, a God-like energy. Okay, so yeah. We have the 9 of Cups. So there is no thou shalt not commit abortion. Remember, that is not a commandment, sweetheart. The 9 of Cups on this card has a lot of children in it. There is also no commandment to say thou shalt bring forth life. It said don't kill. It said don't take a life. It never commanded that you have to bring forth a life. So do not kill other people's children. Do not steal from other people's children. Again, some of the commandments. Is there anything in the commandments that relates to children solely or reproduction? We're getting something about Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have the Queen of Cups. I'm getting something about a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Something about this woman who has kids. Something about this. It could be a Christian woman. I don't know if there's something about you're an older woman and you don't have kids, so therefore she don't welcome you into her cobweb kingdom. I don't know. It said thou shalt not commit it said thou shalt not fornicate, right? Does it say that? I don't have my phone. I'm getting something about, okay, I think it says thou shalt not commit adultery. So you know, when you take somebody as your partner, you shall not entertain anybody else. Basically, don't have sex with somebody else. But I know in the Bible it talks about fornication, which is sex before marriage. A lot of us commit fornication, and I believe we try to bend well, in my head, fornication is bent into, it's not sex before marriage, is don't have kids before marriage. It could be something like that. Thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not fornicate. The Bible never said thou shall bring forth life. Getting something about this woman. We have the Ace of Cups. We also have the 9 of Swords. I'm getting something about 3. I'm getting something about 3 kids in your past and this is your 4th child. I'm getting you give life. Or I'm getting if you had 3 abortions in the past. 9 of Cups. I'm getting you pregnant again. I'm getting something about this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio woman being pregnant. Or I'm getting something about her early, inducing you early. Something supposed to be induced early. Maybe you had all of your kids. I don't know. I'm getting something about these kids and this woman and something that's going really, really fast. I'm not sure if you're saying every time this woman have a kid, you don't see the kid in 2 months and then you see the kid again and the kid look like 5 years old. I'm getting something is moving fast. It could be a woman who's having a lot of kids behind each other and she don't have, usually I find when women have a lot of kids behind each other and them don't even have the time or the patience to take care of these kids. You have women who are addicted to getting pregnant. You know that, right? You have women who are addicted to that feeling of being pregnant and that newborn stage. And as soon, I hear people say as soon as the newborns become toddlers, they get pregnant again. Because the toddlers are too old now. So I don't know if that's getting somebody who it seems like they're addicted to having kids. Because they're getting the newborn get the best treatment and the kid who the newborn replaced them get neglected like the other kids. Not sure what this have to do with the commandments. We have the 8 of Cups. I'm getting you always get abandoned. Every time you have kids, you get abandoned. Have you tried having kids within wedlock? Or is that too fucking hard? I'm getting you have 3 already. The 3 of them is not taken care of. And you say you always want to be a mom. No, bitch, you look like you always want to be pregnant. Because as soon as the toddler grows into a toddler, you're pregnant again. Because you want the newborn baby again. What happened to the 3 kids who are grown up what you have? 8 of Cups. I'm getting all of the man them keep abandon you. Maybe you had 3 for 1. And then you have a new one. You have a judgment card. I don't even think you're going to have this one. Is it something about 4 abortions with the judgment? I'm getting a complication that happened with your pregnancy. This time around a Ophiuchus. I don't want that. It's too much. No, if that's not it, I'm getting something about you have been an intoxicated mother. I'm getting almost the whole of your kid's life you were intoxicated. You have to remember, people, some of we don't have parents. Some of us have moms and don't have fathers. Some of us have fathers and don't have mothers. Some of us have estranged fathers and mothers. Some of us have close fathers and mothers. Some of us have fathers and mothers. And some of us had fathers and mothers who were dealing with different things. People had parents on drugs. People have had abusive parents. Even though the father and the mom was in the house. You might never deal with abuse, but you had a single mom. You had people who had parents and it was terrible. Because the parents had issues going. The parents were not in a sober mind. But getting something about for the majority of life, your kids saw you drinking. You were a drinker. Kids know mommy drinking. I'm getting the type of neglect and abuse your kids went through. You have some kids when they grow up with their parents and them say alcohol in the house, then will just take it and drink it. You have some kids, them know, oh, that is mommy alcohol, and it make mom fucked up when she drink it, so I know I don't want to drink it. You have some kids who grow different ways. I'm getting the kids where you have them very smart, they're intelligent kids. I'm getting the kids know that their mother fucked up. This would be the type of kid for go wake up the mom and say, hey, we need to go somewhere. I'm not sure if you're pregnant with your 4th child and you're drinking. Or am I getting something about a miscarriage that's being induced because of alcohol? One more. We have a 7 of Cups again. Yeah, I'm getting majority of the time you got pregnant, you were drunk. You're under the influence, you have unprotected sex. Yeah. I'm getting every single time you're pregnant, the fathers just vanish. Them just vanish. Maybe you might be dealing with abandonment issues. You see, if you are dealing with abandonment issues and you're choosing the wrong partners, your kids going to get abandoned too. Your choices, your choices in life have an effect on people. You need to know that. You meet a man, you and the man is together, you and the man can't get along. The man is cheating on you and you won't accept it. You is cheating on the man and the man is not accepting it. Remember, the kids still get spite. It don't matter. My kids had nothing to do with it. Them have everything to do with it. It's your decisions. Yeah. Okay, so you telling me that just because me and you ain't fucking around anymore, you ain't go fuck with my kids. My kids are innocent. Your kids are innocent, but I'm just telling you that the consequences of your actions affect your kids. Your kids have to suffer now. Because you don't want the father no more. The kids have to suffer because you won't accept being a side bitch. It's still your actions. Whether the actions were right, yeah, the hangman, whether your actions were right or wrong, I'm just telling you your actions have consequences. But isn't that too dramatic? I mean, he had sex with another girl and I don't want to fuck with him anymore. He not going to take care of his kids. That's too dramatic, right? Like, whoa. That's the risk of the consequences of your actions. I don't know what the fuck this is. We have the hangman. We're getting somebody's hands tied. We're getting something about a pregnancy or an abortion induced by alcohol. We have a tower card here. Or we're getting, yeah, you're dealing with this abandon. We're getting the next guy you have sex. You could have 4 baby fathers. Or 3 for 1, 1 for a new one. I'm getting, if you're a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you're going to deal with the illusion of fantasizing. You see, I don't fantasize any man at this point in my life. I don't fantasize you for be like, you know what, maybe in the future I can have your babies. I don't want kids. I'm not fantasizing, you know, hopefully one day I'll be a good wife and your parents will love me. I don't want to meet your mother. I don't fantasize no man. It is what it is in the moment right now. A lot of us women lose because we fantasize. You know what? Maybe when him, I just think about having a baby and a family with him and living with him. No, brody, me I think about what you do right now. And it's a fantasies that water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, the fantasy of having a family even though there's red flags, the fantasy of being with this man even though his mother-in-law fucking hate you. But the fantasy is what keep you afloat, your water. Water is ever flowing. Even if the water is dirty, it's gonna ever flow. If it's sewage water, it's gonna always flow. It's an illusion of, and you're a water sign. The illusion is going to involve romantic attachment, kids. So either the man, because some men will be like, oh, I just love how much of a good mother you are to our kids, and some man will be like, I don't want you are those kids. They're getting something about your hands tied though. Your hands tied. Maybe this time around with 3 kids, you might be scraping with 3, you really can't afford 4. What I'm getting is the same thing. I keep happening over and over again. You get pregnant, intoxicated, or you drink through your marriage. You're drinking through your pregnancy. The Tower card, and you might say, why it keep happening to me? Every guy, I am myself, so I attract guys who do the same thing and like the same thing as me. Okay, and you're fantasizing a home and you're fantasizing a kid, and you may even say, I don't need a ring, I don't need a man to commit to me to prove he loves me, I'm okay. That's what you're saying. You tried it 4 times. How did that turn out for you? And then remember, you being on your 4th child looking for marriage is the same thing as a girl, the same thing as divorce me looking for a marriage, which is the same thing as a girl younger than me who never been married before looking for a marriage. We knew what we wanted in the end, so why you get manipulated for take this type of treatment until the end come? And then going back, I don't know what's up the commandments. Maybe you read the Bible. Maybe you're the type of woman, you had kids and now you're going back into the church. Hopefully you'll find a godly man who accepts you for your kids, or maybe you just find reverence in God. Yeah, but I'm just saying, even if you were a young hoe fucking around, showing titties and ass, even if it was a young girl who fucked down the nation, if you did read your Bible, some of us find the Bible too old. We find the Bible late. They say it's never too late to give your life to God. It's true. But there is such a thing as being late to finding the Word of God. You're late. That's why when you don't have the kids, or you have the kids out of wedlock, or you commit fornication or adultery, or these things that you take seriously, that's why you go to God at the end. You find the Word of the God late. You found the Word of God late. If you was doing whole shit, but you didn't know the Word of God, you wouldn't have 3 kids out of wedlock. You would be like, I just feel like, I don't feel like I got, you would have that inside of you. And I rather a girl being delusional about getting a ring, whether she's a 10 or a 1, than a girl who never even considered it, but had babies, and then expect a ring. And this is not a punishment. A lot of men lie. Them say them was going to marry you. Remember? Him say, yeah, him tell, Brody, when the man do this to you, him a tell you, say, I just want a baby from you. I'm not going to blame you alone. I'm not going to say you're dumb because you make a man get you pregnant. Suppose the man would promise you marriage. Suppose the man would promise you a house. Suppose him say, you know what, me want the baby. I see a lot of girls, they might get pregnant in them 30s and they might have terrible divorce and fights with the man or the husband, and they might say, I told you I didn't want a child. And the guy's like, oh well. So it really don't matter, Cancer, Pisces, who we doing? Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio? One of you. I know I'm doing a water sign. Me not say you're wrong. Me not say you're a dumb hoe because you make a man trick you. And it's your fault. And we promise you. Sometimes they were consistent within the promises. It never work out that way. But what would inspire you to get pregnant for the second time? And even if you say the second man, it promise you, okay, I understand what you say. What inspire you to get pregnant 3rd time? Even if it's the same man, why you never require a ring before you get pregnant for the second time? Because you already had the first? At some point, you have to take accountability. If it's a one and done, I can understand the turn around your life. You know, you want it better for you and your son. Brody, you're four in, and the guy still abandon you again. I'm getting you're the sweetest person, you're the nicest person. You don't yell, you don't scream, you don't have an attitude. Like you're such a nice, sweet, genuine, good girl. And in your mind say to yourself, me such a genuine, nice, sweet, good girl. What, like, me see bitches who having problems because them have too much attitude. Why every time me have baby, like, the guys have abandoned me. And I'm sorry to tell you this. It's because you're too nice and sweet. Men like nice and sweet girls that they are committed to. Not nice and sweet girls them a date. You're nice and you're sweet, you're easy to manipulate. You won't stand up for yourself. He can take advantage of you and you fantasize about the fact that, you know, he may say I'm ugly, but he still keeps fucking me, so I guess he loves me. You know, he might hit me, but you know, he could be hitting any other girl, so he still loves me. You will fantasize with that because you're water. But the fantasizing never gets you anywhere, really. I don't know, Cancer. We have kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. We have keys on a ring. You are one of his keys on his rings. Yeah. Many options. Decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. Yeah, maybe I had these babies out when you have one night stands. And Cancer, even if he's a nice girl, and you laughy, and you don't have control of your clit, you not make them put on condom either. I just say, Cancer, at some point you have to take accountability, Cancer. I feel like you have abandonment issues. I mean abandonment issues that you fear somebody will leave you. I'm getting you have abandonment issues where you will not stand up for yourself and make people bully you or talk bad to you because you fear of being abandoned. So you make people walk over you. I'm getting majority of the times you were dealing with this man, you were intoxicated anyways. So I mean, your inhibitions were lowered. But I'm getting something about the 10 Commandments. Golden mirror, self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. We have glasses, watching you, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focus on. Yeah. Maybe there was a man who gaslighted you whole damn fucking through your pregnancy. Him tell you say more one baby from you so much. When you got pregnant, him say, is it mine? Because you know you were so easy to fuck. And you might not think that's worth leaving a man over. It's okay, he's upset. He just said that. It's okay. It's fine. And then when the baby born, him stop talking about DNA, him start talking about your body. And it just shifts. You're dealing with a narcissist, it's a shift. Or you attract so if you're an empathic woman, because you have empaths usually gravitate narcissists. You gravitate to narcissists. You're going to narcissists going to be greatly gravitate to using you because you're nice and you're sweet and you don't put up boundaries and you don't cuss them off. And you don't hold a mirror in front of them face for them see them actions. You fantasize even when the actions is right in front of your face and it's a dog you fantasize it. Especially if you don't like being abandoned, you will say, well, him can't truly mean it if him still around me. Sweetie, people can be around you 24/7, 365 and still fucking hate you. I'm going to leave it here, Ophiuchus. Until next time. Bye.